Hi guys, good evening all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm is I'm audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just give me, yeah. Thank you guys. Just give me a second. Right. So once again guys, this is Vamsi here. I was the trainer for the Power BI. I was mainly my specialization is on data science, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. This is basically my specialization. I was basically a data science expert. As part of the data science, we uses data visualization, and I was also an expert on the data visualization also. So I delivers various training programs, mostly on data science and Power BI. Basically, these are my apart from database systems also. Mainly, these are my three expertise, guys. Just before going to the discussion, a small introduction regarding about myself. Just I want to just give a brief introduction about myself. I don't want to take that much time. Just 2 minutes. I'll just take it, guys. So once again, this is Vamsi Krishna Guttula. I'm almost all having 20 plus years of experience. My main specialization from the last 20 years. Every day I work with the data. So every day I work with the data, guys. From the last 20 plus years of experience, every day I works with the data because my main specialization is on the data related technologies. So I started almost all in the year 2003, November 2003 I started. So initially I started with some database. At that time in 2003, database developers used to be having a very huge demand. I was an expert in various databases like Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, which I am also going to use as part of our course curriculum. And after the database development, I moved to database administration. I was also an expert in the database administration, like Microsoft SQL Server Database DBA, like backups, recoveries, automation, scheduling. We have an high availability. These are going to be some of the techniques. I'll use as a little bit the DBA skills also in our Power BI. I'll use as them. And after that, I moved to business intelligence. So that is nothing but, as you know that, right? Power BI. In the Power BI, what is BI? We know that it's going to be nothing but business intelligence. So I was also an expert on various business intelligence tools. And I worked on I was an expert in one of the Microsoft business intelligence tool, which we call it as Microsoft BI. That is MSBI, we used to call it as. So I was expert in MSBI. And after that, I moved to big data systems like Hadoop. We know that, right? Spark, you may hear about that. And from the last 7 years, I was into the data science. So one of my certification program is from IIIT Hyderabad. It's one of the top. It's in one of the top institute on working on IT, which is International Institute of Information Technology. So IIIT we used to call it as. And I was done one certification program on Advanced AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad. And I was also collaborated with various corporates, training academies like DURGASOFT, and one of the corporate training academy like XLR, which is more popular for business analysis, business analyst, and data science related training course curriculums. So this is about myself, guys. Okay, so my complete specialization. So my interest mainly why I was easily moved to data science. As you know, that data science is one of the latest the trend, which is very huge requirements are there. So machine learning, deep learning, NLP, these are my complete expertise with me. So anyhow, Power BI is one of my skill. That is also one of the skill which is required in our data science. So I was also an expert on that. So I delivers the training on Microsoft Business Intelligence, that is Power BI. And after that, it is data science, and one more is going to be database development part also. These are my main specializations, guys. Okay. So mainly this course, this whatever the today's session, what you have joined here, it's mainly for Power BI. So nowadays, this Power BI has been became a common. It's everybody came to know that's like just like Excel. Everybody is trying to learn at least some basics of Power BI. So we all of you know what is Power BI. It is one of the data visualization tool, isn't it? So we all of you know that Power BI was basically developed by who has developed the Power BI, guys? It is a Microsoft products. It was developed by Microsoft, and which is going to be for what purpose it is basically used, guys. It is basically used for which is a data visualization software. So Power BI is it's a data visualization software. A data visualization software, guys, a data visualization software or a tool which is basically developed by Microsoft. So all of you have heard about that. I think I need not to give much introduction regarding what is data visualization. So we know what is a data visualization, guys. Data visualization is a process where we are going to convert our raw formatted data, whatever the raw data was there, we are going to convert that into a very beautiful visualizations. Like simple example, I can tell you, like for example, in the year 2023, a company's sales was done. So in the year 2023, let us talk about them. What is the month and what is the sales? So how much sales they have done? So in the month of Jan, so how much sales they have done? Okay, let us say something around whatever it may be, some 200. In the month of February, let us say that it is going to be 260. In the month of March, let us say that it is going to be 180. Like that, in the month of April, it is going to be, let us say 400. They have been sold. Let us say laptops, for example. Let us say a company like Dell in the month of January in Hyderabad, how many laptops they was able to sell? So it is going to be 200 laptops they have been sold in the month of January in Hyderabad. So 260 in the month of February, 180 in the month of March, 400 in the month of April, like that up to December. Let us say that 250. So let us say that I want to find out. So suddenly my manager is asking, like, tell me in which month we are having the highest sales are there. So I have to go through all these values and I have to find out where is the highest value is there. It's a matter of only 12 values. It's very easily we can identify. But instead of that one, if I convert this data into a beautiful report like this. So this is a month of Jan, Feb, March, April up to December. So in Jan, so this is the sales what we have done. We don't require any values. In February, we have done this much sales we have done. In the month of March, we have done 180. Let us say this is the, let us say that. In the month of April, it is going to be 400. So this is going to be like that. Just an example. In the month of December, this much, this is the sales. So you need not to look at the values here. Easily we can find out. So in this month, we are having the highest sales, or in this month, we are having the least sales was there. Just by looking at that, you can easily identify that. And there is one scientific reason is also there, guys. There is one scientific reason. Human brains can process these visuals more faster. So our brains also can process the visuals very faster. Almost all it is going to be 10 times faster than the raw data. So to make your brain to understand this particular data and interpretation of this particular data, if it takes, for example, 5 seconds of time, so it is going to take, which is going to be 1/10 of the 5 seconds. So within half second, we can easily interpret this particular data. So that is a scientific reason, guys. Absolutely, this correct statement. There is a scientific reason is there, and you know that. Like for example, when the children goes to the play school, so and we know that the children who are at the 2 years, 3 years, 4 years age. So if you see them, if you look at them, they don't learn alphabets first. They don't learn the digits first. They will understand the colors, shapes. That is first easily they can identify. Their human brains can identify the colors very easily. So ask a 2-year children or 2-year child or a 2.5-year child. So he can easily identify the colors. He may not recognize the numbers. He may not recognize the alphabets at that age, but they can say this is red, this is green, this is blue. They can identify it correctly only. So why? Because our human brain is also one of the scientific reason for visualization is our human brains can process the visuals almost all within 1/10 of a particular time, which is faster than the raw data. If you look at the raw data and ask you to find out, tell me which month is having the highest sales, So you have to take some time and we have to do that. Maybe a 2 seconds or 3 seconds or a 4 seconds it may take. At least minimum 3 seconds it will take. If the numbers are like this, it is fine. But if the example, if the numbers is like this, 20 lakhs to 20 lakhs, let us say 26,421.86. Let us say that it is 20 lakhs, let us say 442,000 and let us say 526.42. Let us say that it is going to be 18 lakhs 16,428 point, let us say 52. So if you want to read this kind of a values, it takes more time. So 20 lakhs is there, 20 lakhs 42,000 is there, one more 42,000 is there, which one? So it takes a lot of time. But instead of that one, if I use this kind of a technique, it's very easy to identify and very easy to learn these particular visualizations. So main important is a data visualization is a skill or it is a technique which we are going to convert our raw formatted data into a beautiful colorful visualizations. So why? Because it is basically easily what we can do is the interpretation of the data, guys. So for easy interpretation of the data, so better to convert this into visual. So for a manager, when you ask to give a sales report, don't give all the sales report like this. They don't give the sales data in a just like a tabular format or a values like a Excel sheets. Convert this into visual format. They can understand, they can interpret very easily. Why? Because why we have to interpret the data. So there is going to be some kind of an hidden patterns will be there. So there is going to be some trends, relationships, correlation between the variables. All these things we can detect them once you go for this kind of a visualizations we can go for, rather than going for this kind of a raw formatted data. This is a raw data, guys. It is a raw data. The data has been got converted into a beautiful visualization. So this is very easy to understand which month having generated the highest revenue or which month have generated the least revenue. Only by just looking at the bars we can identify. Within a second we can identify that. But here it is not like that. Read all the values and then we have to do that. So as I'm saying that, so using the visualizations, we can understand the patterns in the data. So when the sales is increasing, when the sales is decreasing, every 3 months the sales is decreasing. After that, after the sales has decreased, within 2 months, again the sales is increasing. Something like that. So some kind of a patterns, trends, correlations, all these are correlations or relation between the variables. All these things can be detected by using this kind of a visualizations, guys. So this is going to be the one what we can say that. So if you visualize the data, easily we can understand this particular data. So like for example, investment in a bank. So if you do the graph between the age and the investment, you can identify higher the age, lower the investment, or lower the age, higher the investment. So what is the relation is there? We can identify that. Something like that. Higher the salary, or which is going to be higher the investment, or higher the salary leads the investment, which type of professions are doing more investments. So all these kind of a correlations we can identify, the patterns, the relation between them, some trends, all this can be detected very easily with the help of the visualization, guys. So that is what this Power BI is going to be does. Now, how to do these data visualizations? So if anybody having any questions, guys, don't hesitate anything. So just you are feel free to discuss with me. So you can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Or you also have a chat window is there. So using the chat window also, you can post your question. Okay, anything is fine, case. If you have a if you don't have any disturbance in the background, you can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Okay, fine. Next, how do you do these data visualizations? Mainly data visualizations can be done in two ways. One is by coding based, like by writing some coding. So first option is going to be by using some kind of a coding, we can do it, guys. So once again, I'm saying, what is a data visualization? A data visualization is a skill or a technique where we convert the raw formatted into visual format for easy interpretation of the data. Patterns, trends, and correlations can be detected only in visuals, but not in the raw formatted data. So how do you do this visualization? There are two ways are there. One is going to be coding, guys. Coding means we have to write some scripts. By writing some programming language, we have to write the coding, guys. I'll tell you some examples, which languages we can use. Using some languages like Python or using some languages like R, we can do this particular data visualization, guys. Yes, by writing some coding, by writing some programming language, we can do that. But what is the main disadvantages with this particular coding, guys? What are the main issues with this? First one is, whenever you want to write some, if you want to do some data visualization by using Python, then user need to be the person or the whatever the person expertise needs to be expert in these languages. So what is the main important thing is required, guys? Need some expertise. Without having any expertise, we cannot do the data visualization. And being we are doing by using coding, it is going to be a time consuming, guys. So if my client is asking a report, within a half an hour, I'm having a project, I'm having a meeting with my client. So can you just can you generate these particular reports? If it depend on the coding, it may take some time, maybe 1 hour of time, 2 hours of time. Yes, who will uses this, guys? Mostly these are going to be used by research people. You know what is the research people will do? Mainly the research people, they are not going to bound for the time. They don't want to complete as soon as possible or as fast as possible. They want to do everything clearly, everything they want to do it manually, and everything they want to understand, everything they want to control it. So that's why research people will prefer to use this kind of a coding base. They will learn Python, they will learn R languages, and they will do this kind of an applications. We can do is, guys, I'll show you one Python, because I was an expert in Python, I was an expert in R. So I mostly prefer by using data visualization by using coding only, guys. We don't use Power BI in my data science projects. In my data science projects, mostly we are going to work mostly with the Python only. We are going to work with them. I don't use Power BI tool as part of a data science projects. Second one is going to be a GUI based. You know what is meaning of GUI based, guys? GUI based means which is a graphical user interface. How do you do that? It's by using a simple drag and drop. You don't require to write any coding. We need not to be an expert in any language. Simple drag and drop with the help of your mouse. You can simply drag and drop, double click, right click. Only these are the options only what we can do that. Drag and drop operations. First advantage is does not need no expertise. It does not needs any expertise, guys. Need no expertise. You don't require to be an expertise in any language, because we are going to be doing with the help of a drag and drop. And second thing is going to be within a very short time, within a very less time, you can develop a very beautiful reports. A very beautiful reports we can do it, guys. I'll show you some examples of that. So coding based, we require some expertise in some languages like Python, R, etc. And it is a time consuming. Whereas if we go for a GUI base, does not requires any expertise. That's why they says that without having any knowledge of any programming language, no prerequisites, without having any knowledge of any programming, you can just learn the Power BI. Within a very short time, within 5 minutes, we can develop a very beautiful reports. Examples of the GUI based is going to be whatever the tool we are going to be learning is nothing but Power BI. Is there any other tools are there? Absolutely. There are going to be other tools like Tableau. We are having something like a click view. These are all going to be some of the other examples of the GUI based data visualization tools. So Power BI it's a data visualization tool from Microsoft, but it is going to be a GUI based data visualization tool, guys. I didn't get you, sir. Power BI is hard, soft. Hard, soft. Why? You're asking hard or soft? Are you asking about that? Or are you saying that it is a hard, soft?
Software.
It's a software. Power BI is a software, right? It's a software. It's not an hardware, right? So you know what is an hardware? Hardware is nothing but the physical components of your computer. Software. It's a data visualization software. So Power BI is a software. It's not a hardware at all. Hardware is nothing but your physical components. It is not a physical.
कठिन है क्या ये सीखने में कि आसान है?
Oh, you are asking about whether it is hard or whether it is easy, right? Yeah, that's why I'm saying that no expertise is required. We do not require any expertise. No expertise is required. Very, very easy to learn. We don't require any expertise on that. Just with a basic knowledge of which is going to be some computers, that is going to be sufficient, which is easy to learn it. Right? Okay. Now come here, guys. Yeah.
Can you know the difference between Power BI and Tableau?
Yeah, I'll give you the idea. So Power BI is from Microsoft and Tableau is going to be from a different. See, data visualization technique is going to be the same. So what is it? What is the difference between Power BI and the Tableau means? You will understand it within 1 or 2 days. I'm also going to give you that clarification. But only the thing is, as of now. So as of now, we can see that is both of them are going to be same. But basically, if you see that, what is the main difference? You can see. In countries like if you take an example of an India, so one main difference is going to be, I can say that Power BI is going to be a little bit costlier. Sorry, it's less costlier than the Tableau. So Tableau is like a premium, and whereas a Power BI is going to be nothing but which is going to be a very basic level. Even for small organizations also, they can afford to buy the Power BI license. It does not require that much also. Hardly it is going to be $10 per a month. For one user, they cost you approximately $10 per a user it is going to be costing. That too, if it is a premium edition or a whatever the edition we are having it. We have a different editions are there. So we are having a Power BI Premium, we are having a Pro. So Pro is going to be $10 per a user, Premium is going to be $20 per a user. So that is not that much costlier, but Tableau is a little bit costlier. It's like a premium, only multinational companies, they'll use as a Tableau. There is a slight differences are there. So without knowing Power BI, we cannot start with that. That's why once if I start with the Power BI basics, I'll compare at least what is Power BI, what is a Tableau. So compare with the cost level, Tableau is going to be a little bit costlier. And coming to the implementation, it is going to be global level. If you see the global level, Tableau is going to be, it's going to be more utilized by the companies at the global level. But if you see at the companies, the countries like India, so India is going to be not that economically, that's not that much compared with the European and the American countries. So if you see that countries like our India or some China or something, this kind of a level of countries, so they uses this particular, the Power BI is going to be most preferably it is going to be used. One of the easiest option, one of the main advantages, it is less costlier. It's a global level Tableau. At a Indian level, if you talk about that, it is going to be Power BI. So obviously you are looking at the jobs at Indian level. So Power BI. If you are looking the jobs at a global level, then it is better to go for a Tableau like that. Okay. So slightly platform difference is there. They can work. I'll tell you the differences. But one thing, the data visualization skill is going to be the common skill, guys. It does not varies. The environment may be different. The look and feel appearance may be different, but concept is the same concept. Okay. Fine. So let's go ahead, guys.
Sir,
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes, yeah. Go ahead.
As you explained here, okay, when we thought about the coding phase, okay. So here one thing we find that I mean there is security is more tight than comparatively only the GUI interface, right? I mean when we think about GUI, then anyone can I mean edit or so. Is there any particular like accessibility credentials or
Yes,
okay.
absolutely it was there. So Power BI, because it's maybe too early to discuss with you, but Power BI has given a platform called as an Power BI service. So you can, there is going to be a lot of security, because this obviously, see, if I design the report, I can share the report to you. I can share the report with you. You can access, I can give only the access for you, saying that you can only access the reports only for viewing the report, or I can give you the access for your report only for this application. So like this, it is going to be done. So just an example I'm showing you. So this is what we call it as a Power BI service, what we are going to call it as. It's a cloud-based. So obviously there is no chance of having, that means you cannot access it. There is an account is there. So without having the account, you can't connect it. Can you see? So I was connected with my account here now. So nobody can access my account unless and until you know my password. Without that, you cannot access it. I can give you the report. If you are my manager, I will deliver the report to you, but only you can access the report, but you cannot modify the report.
Okay, okay. It means read only and these kind of things
Yes,
we can do
I
here.
can do
Okay.
everything. We can do it here now.
Okay, okay.
So
Clear,
these
sir.
are all
Thank you.
going to be security, sharing the
Yeah.
reports, who can access it, who cannot access it. Okay, all these options we can do it here. So can
Yeah,
you see
yeah, sir.
people in your organization with the link, what they can do? So they can access the reports, they can view the report. Okay, they can edit the report, what they can do. So all these permissions and all these things we can manage it here.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
And sir, one more thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, how we can compare this technology with ClickView or ClickSense? I mean,
Yeah, they are also going to be that is a little bit cheaper than the Power BI. So it's a little bit. So very basic level. So I remembered once in a time it was it was having a very huge demand. After that, its applications has been become a very limited. Only for a limited organizations only they are going to be using that, but not that much. Like as I said, that no global level it is W. At Indian level it is going to be this one. If you go to some African continents or something like that, they may use as the click views and all these things.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay. Sir.
Fine.
Clear. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. So we'll discuss about. Yeah. Somebody has a question. Sir, Power BI, is it completely free service or not? Yeah. I'll discuss about that one also. There are different stages are there. So development is a free. So you can develop your reports. That is at a free of cost. But if you want to distribute the reports only, then you have to require some kind of at least we have to do some kind of a minimum payment. You can do it, guys. As I said that no, you can work with $10 per a month. Say $10 per a month is going to be not that much. It may be around 800 or 900 rupees per a month. It is going to be there, but it is not at all required. Also, we are having some kind of a limited access is there. If you can see, I'm using a limited access application. I'm using. Can you see here? There is going to be license type is going to be free account, and I'm using which is going to be. It is saying that 59 days it is going to be left. So currently I'm using a pro account, which is nothing but a professional account. I'm going to be using what we call it as a pro. So it is going to be only a trial period of 60 days it will come. So not a problem with that. We can work with them. We'll discuss about all these things a little bit later level at the administration level, and all these things we'll discuss about that. Okay. So see guys, this is going to be one of the report. So if you can see a very beautiful report, guys, animated report. So animated report, this is going to be, see how the over the time period, how the population has been changed, how the GDP has been increased, or how which is going to be the life expectancy increased. You can see that various continent, various countries, you can see the data. It takes only 2 minutes of time to design this report. It takes only 2 minutes, guys. If we can do that, it only takes 2 minutes of time. Most people think that it's going to take some hours of time. It only takes 2 minutes of time. Okay, so see how it has been increased. The blue color is going to be the African continents. So how the African continent's economy, GDP, how the African continent's life expectancy over the time period, how it was increased, or we can see that kind of an applications, what we can see them. That is the way. Okay, fine. Let us come to the discussion, guys. Let us just stop the discussion, just end the discussion here once again. So Power BI is a GUI-based reporting tool from Microsoft. Now, just let us explain about the history about these reporting tools, guys. So before Power BI, what is other tools we have it? So how this has been got started, a little bit history we have to know it, guys. So we can divide these reporting tools, your data visualization tools or reporting tools, what we call it as, into 3 generations, guys. I can say the first generation is going to be the first generation reporting tools. I can say that it is almost all before the year 2000. So before 2000, we used to take it as a first generation. So at that time, we used to use some reports called as some reporting tools called as an crystal reports. If you want, you can check in the online. It is crystal reports. Later, it was taken by business objects. Later, it has become a BO. It has been become a SAP BO. It has been become. So first generation reporting tools before 2000s, we used to use these crystal reports, guys. Then we can say the second generation reporting tools, guys. Second generation reporting tools are from almost all the year 2002, 2012. Here, we have got a very good number of reporting tools got in, guys, because business intelligence came into the picture. We got business intelligence came into the picture in the year 2000. So business intelligence has become popular during that particular time. So business intelligence, like we have got a different data warehousing concepts, all these things came. But I'll tell you, some of the most popular in the second generation tools are, guys, like Cognos. Cognos is one of the reporting tool which was developed by a company called as Cognos. But now, as of now, it was acquired by IBM. Now it has become IBM Cognos. But basically, it was developed by a company called as an Cognos. After that, we are having another reporting tool called as an Business Objects. It was initially developed by a company called as a Business Objects. Actually, Business Objects acquired the Crystal Reports. So Crystal Reports, later it has been acquired by Business Objects. Later, Business Objects was acquired by SAP. We all of you know that now, one popular SAP software, which is going to be an ERP solution from SAP. So it has acquired the SAP. Now it has become SAP BO, it has become. So Crystal Reports was acquired by BO. The Business Objects was acquired by SAP. And one of the most popular tool is going to be SSRS from Microsoft. SSRS stands for SQL Server Reporting Services from the Microsoft. So it is a part of, which is a part of Microsoft Business Intelligence. MSBI, we used to call it as MSBI means at that time we have a ETL tool called as SSIS, one reporting tool called as SSRS, and one analysis tool called as an SSAS. So SQL Server Integration Services, SQL Server Reporting Services, SQL Server Analysis Services. We used to call it as a Microsoft Business Intelligence tool. In that, one reporting tool called as an SSRS was there. So I'll show you the SSRS also, guys, just little bit. So what is the difference? So when Microsoft is already having SSRS, why Microsoft came up with the Power BI? Isn't it? So that is the difference I want to show you, because I worked on the Microsoft Business Intelligence. So I can explain you what is the main differences that has been between the previous generation system and the latest generation system. Now the third generation systems, guys. Third generation means it is going to be after 2012 to whatever the current time. So there are going to be the third generation tools, like, as you know, that one is from Power BI. Power BI is from Microsoft. So Power BI is not the replacement of SSRS. We can say that he is the successor of the SSRS. So there are some limited SSRS will have a limited features, and there are some little bit drawbacks are there. I'll tell you what are the drawbacks and all these things. And to overcome that particular drawbacks, Microsoft has came up with a very, very simple product called as a Power BI. So Power BI from Microsoft, and which is going to be Tableau. It is going to be the Tableau, like we are having the Tableau is there, ClickSense or ClickView. These are all going to be some of the different companies, different products. So which are the competitors for which is going to be the Power BI, what we can say that. So like this, a different companies has developed their particular reporting tool. So depending on the client requirements, depending on the company's requirements, so we have it, guys. So we are going to be having a different tools. They will be users, guys. That does not matter. So depending on the company's profile requirement, all these things, strategies, they will be using the different types of tools that are going to be gets users, guys. So that is going to be one of the thing what we can talk about them. So these are the third generation reporting tools, what we can call it as, guys. So Power BI, and which is going to be the Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, whatever we call it as. But one thing I can say is data visualization is a skill. It's not data visualization is not a tool, guys. Data visualization is a skill. So where we are going to convert the data, the raw formatted data into, which is going to be a beautiful visualizations, we can convert it. So like, as we can say that nowadays, like who requires, that means one of the main question here is, if I learn the Power BI or if I learn a data visualization skill, what type of jobs or what type of job roles I can get in, guys. So there are different types of roles. Nowadays, almost all for everyone, this has been became a common skill, guys. Whether it is IT, non-IT professionals, for everyone, this Power BI or any data visualization skill has become a common skill, guys. It's a mandatory requirement for everyone. I'll tell you some basic roles, guys, like who basically requires this mainly, this particular technique of data visualization. First one, main important, guys, mainly there is a specialized experts will be there in the company to generate the reports, guys. They are called as report developers. The roles are going to be report developers. What is their basic roles, guys? The basic roles is going to be according to the requirements. The managers will ask, clients will ask, saying that I want so and so report. So we have to generate those so and so reports. So report developers may be responsibilities completely. They works only on the report development. They will design the reports and they have to share the reports to the particular business users. Their complete role is to work with the report development. Then the second role is, guys, so if you learn Tableau, you will get you can get a job like a report developer job, you can get it. But not only like report developer, there are some other roles are there where they require this particular the data visualization skills. Like nowadays, it is going to be a data analyst or a business analyst. So what they call it as BA or a DA, they used to call it as. But to become a data analyst or a business analyst, only data visualization is not sufficient. Along with some other skill sets also, the Power BI is going to be required. But they also want to analyze the data. They also want to analyze their particular business data. So wherever there is a data analysis is required, you have to require this Power BI. So data analyst or a business analyst role. And thirdly, it is going to be, as I already told you, data science. So these data science experts also requires. But report developer is going to use the Power BI up to the maximum utilization. These people may not use us up to that extent, like what the report developer will do, but up to some extent it is going to be required. So if you want to become a data analyst role, so along with some SQL, Python, Excel, we also require a Power BI. If you want to become a data science expert, Python, they have to require some machine learning, deep learning, AI, NLP. Along with that, they require a Power BI. And apart from that, not only that, even some data engineering people, you may have seen different roles, guys. But observe carefully, all of them are going to be having the data in the common. So data analysts, data scientists, or data engineers, all these people, data engineers also requires Power BI along with some other skills also they requires it. But there is a combination of other skill sets. Report developer, completely if you learn Power BI sufficient, no other skills are required. But data analyst, data science, data engineering, there are some other combinations will be there along with that Power BI. Not only that, almost all nowadays, everyone, guys, I can say everyone, independent of whether you are an IT or a non-IT professionals. And this data visualization is not going to be an IT skill job set, guys. It does not related to only IT. Anybody can use this, guys. Anybody can develop the particular reports. It's not an IT professional job. It is going to be even non-IT professionals also. They can do this kind of a data visualizations. Okay. So almost all everyone, specialized means report developers, data analyst people, business analysts, data science experts, data engineering people, and almost all everyone, independent of whether there are IT or non-IT professionals, there are going to be developing. They have to be expert at least. You need not to be a complete expert on that. At least it is going to be the basic expertise is required, guys. And learning learning this particular Power BI is very easy, guys. Without having much expertise, you can become an expert in Power BI. As of now, I'm not discussing much about that. You can split your total training into 4 to 5 modules, guys. Just 4 to 5 modules it is going to be. I'll explain it in the later classes. So one is going to be the stage 1, guys. In stage 1, we are going to just do the operations like get and transform the data, guys. First stage, what we have to do, guys, we have to get the data and we have to transform the data. In stage 2, we have to do some kind of a modeling we have to do, guys. And in stage 3, right now I'm not explaining all these things, just I'm telling. It's very easy, guys. It is going to be visualizations. Visualize, create your visualize. And stage 4, it is going to be nothing but publish your visualize. Publish, or which is going to be nothing but what we can say is it is going to be deliver the reports, guys. That's it. It is very easy, guys. Simple and very easy. Hardly this may take somewhere around 10 to 12 days, guys. Modeling will take maybe 10 to 15 days of time. Visualizations will take maybe somewhere around 10 to 12 days. Publishing is going to take somewhere around 5 to 7 days. Done, guys. It's going to be done. So hardly, if we can see, it's 24 plus 15 is going to be 39. 39 plus 7. Hardly it is going to be approximately somewhere around 45 to 50 days. So within a very short time, data science, it will be taking almost all 6 to 8 months. It will take it. Very huge syllabus, huge concept, because I was an expert in data science. My classes will be on 6 to 8 months. It will take the total course. Yeah. So these are going to be the some of the things what we have to learn it. Yes, absolutely. Somebody is asking about SQL Server. So SQL Server, you don't require a specialized training for that. So along with this particular, in the concept of while we are transforming the data only, along with that only, we are going to learn the SQL Server. Why? Because in transforming the data, we are having something called as an merge queries option is there. What is this merge queries? Merge queries is nothing but equivalent to joins in SQL Server. So at least some basic knowledge is required. So whatever the knowledge that SQL Server, up to what extent that is required, I'm going to take it in the, as usually in our regular classes only, I will be taking the training for that. Okay. So that is what basically it is going to be does. No, Power BI does not runs on Mac. It won't run on Mac. It works only on the Microsoft systems only. If you want to run on the Mac, if you have a Mac system, in the case, if you want to work with the Power BI, there is an alternative solution is there. So one solution is going to be, we can use this Power BI service, because Power BI service is a cloud-based. So you don't require to work on it. So for that, we require some other application. So I'll tell you, if anybody, even anyhow, I'll explain them. So if anybody is working on the Mac systems, so if you don't have an alternative to access the Windows system, I'll tell you the solution. So this is the one which we can use it. From here, we can generate the reports. Here we can do that. Here we can do this. So by using this, we have to work with them. So I'll tell that I'm going to explain them. If anybody is there to work on the Mac system, Power BI does not work on the Mac. So if you want to work with the Mac system, we have to use a Power BI service. We have to use it. Okay. Otherwise, we have an alternative option, like we can create any virtual machines. You can create any virtual machine and you can work with the Power BI can be installed on the virtual machine. Or you can purchase a cloud, if you can create a cloud service account, and using the cloud service account also, we can work with them. Okay. Yes, dashboards, you can develop it. Dashboards, obviously, we'll discuss about them. Okay, so dashboards and all these things are going to be part of your, as I told you, it is going to be as part of your visuals only. We are going to be gets working with that. So this is your dashboard. Just I'll show you once the dashboard, I'll show you. So have a look into this. This is what we call it as our dashboards. So in my workspace, I'm having a reports. I have a semantic model, and this is my dashboard. So these are our dashboards. So how the dashboards are going to be looks like here is, this is our dashboards. And if you want, we can work with the apps. Apps also will be there. We'll see them application. I don't want to make it now itself. So we can use the particular apps also, what we can work with them. So this is our app application is going to be done. Just I'll show you, just like looks like an application. This is a app what we have been got created. Just if I click here, it will navigate to some other report. See that just it is going to be clicking. Just if I click there, it will navigate like this. So these are all our the business reports, like what are the different types of reports we have been got created. So see there, this is our report. If I select the black, blue, which is going to be apply all slicers. So see there, it is going to be apply all slicers. When I apply them, automatically it is going to apply that particular applications. Something like this. See, it's changing, right? When I click there, it is going to be slightly, it is going to be changing there. See there, the reports are going to be slightly, there are going to be changing. You can see that. That is the case. Okay, fine. Don't worry. So if I click here, so it is go to DURGASOFT online website. If I click there, it is going to be, it will navigate to that particular website. It may be, or it may be some other link which you have been given with that. Don't worry about that. Yes, this course will help you to complete the whatever the Microsoft certification is there. I think the number is going to be PL 300. You can take that particular Microsoft certifications. But anyhow, don't worry, which we are going to discuss about that later. But your total, what I'm going to say is 45-50 days is sufficient, guys. So every day 1 hour class will be there. So your class timing is going to be 9:30 p.m. IST to 10:30 p.m. IST, guys. So it is an IST timing 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Every day 1 hour class will be there. Hardly 45 to 50 days, not more than 2 months of time. Hardly, if we can take it, approximately 2 months, we can become an expert in Power BI. Along with database of SQL Server also, we can get the knowledge. Okay. And one more thing is, yeah, I'm going to explain that what we are going to provide from our side. So mainly it is going to be a live instructor classes only, guys. Okay. So generally you can see some training programs. So 1 or 2 days the instructor will come, he will join the session live. After you pay the fees, they says that it is video training. We are giving the videos every day. You go through the videos, and if you have any doubts, we can connect in the evening. That's it. So it is going to be it's not an instructor-led training. It is going to be, and which is going to be video training. It will becomes. So here it is a completely live instructor. I will be there. So every day, day to day, every day we are going to do the practice. And after the end of the class, because the class is ending by 10:30, right? So it will become a little bit late night for us. So day to day recording, guys. It's going to be day to day recording will be provided to you through the Google Drive, guys. So all the materials, all the soft copies, whatever you require, a lot of materials are there. Materials and soft copies, lot of things are there. Soft copies, all these things we are going to be providing with which is going to be along with the Google Drive once you register for the course. So once you register for the course, so you will be getting access to that particular videos and all these things we'll give it. And all my data sets are going to be real data set. That means real-time data sets only we are going to be working. I'll just show you like how the class will be going on. I'll just show you. This is going to be regularly. I have almost 3-4 classes I'm delivering, guys. One is at 5 p.m. One is at morning 11 a.m. And one is going to be at morning 6 a.m. itself. I have a class. Morning 6 a.m. I have a class. So 12 p.m., 11 a.m. We have a 9:30 a.m. So like this, we are having a different sessions are there. I'll just show you like evening 5 p.m. 5 p.m. I'll show you. It's a batch 4 p.m. So just today only we just started with the transformations only. We didn't started any data visualization. I'll just show you like how the tables will be there, what type of tables will work. And almost all I work with the real data sets only, guys, not with the dummy data sets. It's a real data sets. I'll share all that particular data sets and all these things also. I'll share with you guys. It's taking some time. Don't worry. Okay, this is our data, guys. It's not, I didn't started with any data visualizations, but we can see this is going to be the data, guys. See there, all these are going to be nothing but our tables. See, don't worry. This is nothing but a sine wave, guys. This is a sine wave and this is a cosine wave, guys. So somebody has asked me. So one of the participant has asked, so why do you require mathematical equation like sine, cosine? So this is a sine wave. The blue color is a sine wave, guys. And the orange color, orange color is a sine wave. Blue color is a cosine wave. And this is going to be nothing but x square. So it is going to be nothing but a quadratic equation, guys. And this is going to be to the power of 3. It is going to be the polynomial with a power of 3. Mathematical examples. It is not a business report. It's a mathematical example. So don't worry. See, guys, all these are going to be our data sets. So see that it's going to be the Bangalore hotels data sets. This is not the data set which I prepared manually. So these are the real data sets. What is going to be the name? The Park Bangalore. Okay, so what is the location? What is going to be the location here? How much is the price? What is the tax? What is the nearest landmark? All these are going to be the data sets, guys. So these are all the real data sets. We didn't prepare it. I didn't prepare the data and I can't manually enter all these data manually, guys. So like that, just an example I'm showing you. This is a Bangalore's data sets. These are car sales data sets are going to be. These are going to be the different type of data sets. You can see, guys. Whatever the different data sets are there, all these are real data sets. It's not what we have prepared it manually. Everything is going to be almost all we are going to be working with the real data sets. But because I works mostly on the data science with the real data sets only, I'll work with them. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys. So all the materials and all the soft copy materials and all the whatever the MCQs and all these things will be provided. Everything from the Google Drive along with the day-to-day recording. Almost all today's recording will be available in the next day morning, maybe approximately at 9 a.m. because already time is 10:30. So they don't get the video immediately. Maximum by the next day morning, they will upload the video, guys. So we can access the videos along with the materials, data sets, all these things through the Google Drive. We are going to provide you guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class. I'll stop it at 10 minutes before itself. Generally to take up the questions, because first day, everyone will have the questions, guys. Okay, I can already time is 10:30. Okay, no problem. So I can just spare another 10 minutes of time to take up all your questions. So if you have any questions, guys, one by one, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. So I'll try to answer all your questions, guys. Yes,
Hi,
go
sir.
ahead. Yes, yeah, hi.
Yeah, myself Pranit.
Yeah, Pranit, yeah.
Sir, if I join for this batch, is this the same time? Should I attend
Same
every
time.
day?
Yes, every day it's the same time, 9:30 to 10:30 p.m.
So you told that we can show the data visualization either by Python and this tool, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And then what is the difference with, I mean, why they are going for scripting if we have already designed tool?
No. Scripting is going to be, see, there are going to be, Python is an open source. So they don't pay any licensing for that. I told you, no, research people prefer to use that. They don't want to use this kind of an automated tools. They want to learn everything internals. And even myself as a data science expert will use as a Python only, because Python is an open source. We are having a much flexibility will be there. Open sources are going to be, we have a much flexibility is there, but it takes a lot of time to develop that particular reports are there. So depending on your usage, we are going to use it. Both of them are there, but which one you want to use within a short period. If you want to develop some kind of a beautiful reports, go for this kind of a GUI based tools. But if you are using for any research projects, in research projects, they will use as 2Ds, 3Ds. They will customize their own kind of a reports. For that, they are going to be using this kind of a library. So there are some Python libraries will be there. So I'll just show you once. There are going to be multiple customization reports will be there. So the library which we uses in Python is matplotlib. It's a very, very huge syllabus. It's very huge. Really, if you want to learn all the reports, which the visuals, which the matplotlib provides is, minimum it will take 1 year of time to completely learn it. I'll just scroll down, just verify how many types of visuals we are getting it. See there, I'm scrolling down, see how many visuals we can see this. But all visuals are not required for us. Some visuals are going to be used for different domains. So like you know that medical people uses a different type of visualizations. Mostly 3D visualizations will use this. Business people mostly uses a 2D visualizations. See that? So an animated reports we are having it. So we can see that. So
can we create all these in Power BI?
Yes, we can create it, but not all may not be supported, because in Power BI, we cannot design our own report. Here we can design our own report. In Power BI, whatever the reports they have given, we have to limit with that only. Customization is not that much. Scope is not available.
Can we do any customization using script in Power BI, or within the Power BI? Can we edit some?
No, visualizations we can't edit it, but we are having a Power BI stories there. So in that we are approximately having somewhere around 600 visuals are there. You can get that particular visuals and we can do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
So data warehouse is provided by Power BI or what? Because in ClickSense, okay, mostly we are facing the kind of issue that there is no any data storing facility and all the things. So is it happening with Power BI or what?
Yes, absolutely. In Power BI, we are having its own internal storage. So that I'll discuss it in the coming classes, because the previous generation system and the current generation system is, in previous generation systems, they don't store the data at all. So that's why every time when you run the report, it has to go to the database and it has to come. So that's why due to that, what will happen? Performance will be slow, because every time it has to go to the database. But here it is not like that. Power BI will have its own internal storage. But there is some advantages and disadvantages will be there, which I'll discuss in the coming classes. But Power BI is having its own internal storage is going to be there. So depending on the account, what you are using it, depending on that, it is going to be varies. For example, if I'm using a Pro, it will give you 10 GB storage. It will give you by free of cost by default.
Okay. And sir, I mean, what are the backend technology from where we can extract the data in Power BI? I mean, from Excel only or SQL and other technologies also?
We have 120 plus connectivities are there.
Okay, great.
We have 120. It is not just like 5 or it is going to be 5 or 10. it is going to be 120. So I told the previous generation systems, and one more difference what you are asking about is that is also one more difference. If I use SSRS, hardly 12 to 15 different type of sources we can connect it. Power BI can support up to connecting with almost all closer to 150 different types of connectivities. Don't worry, I'm just showing you these are all the different types of connectivities which we can connect it. Normal Excel sheet, CSV files, JSON files. Okay, not only that, lot of database systems are there. We are having a Power Platforms are there, Azure related storages are there, and so many other online services are there. And these are going to be the other services. So many different type of services we have it.
Okay. Okay. Clear. Thank you, sir.
Fine.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, Cognos and Tableau are the same or something different?
Once again, can you repeat it? Tableau?
Cognos and Tableau or Power BI are
These
same
are all, see, not same means there are not the same means that all of them are data visualization tool. So can you see the Power BI, right? This is Power BI environment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same thing. This is going to be Tableau. This is your Tableau environment. Just it takes a little bit time to open the Tableau environment. So just I'll show you. Just let me show you. It will open. I'll come back and I'll show you once again. Okay, fine. So only the environment is going to be different, but concepts are same. What is a scatter plot? What is a line plot? What is a box plot? What is going to be bar chart? All these are going to be the same concepts only. The only difference is the way which we are going to be using is different. But finally, it is going to be the one what we can see the application. So see, this is going to be nothing but how our application is going to looks like. So I'm just connecting. So to one CSV file, I'm going to be gets connecting. Let me show you that particular data. So nothing is there. Just the look and feel appearance will be different, but concept is same and the application is going to be same. Same concept, same application, it will be there. Okay.
When we connect to the different databases, we compare the data, right?
Yeah. Yes. I didn't get your question. Yes, it is going to be, you can compare with your data, mainly for comparison of data only, right? We are going to be using all these things.
A different database to Power BI.
That you will understand it later. Better skip it for the timing. Better to skip it for the timing. Better.
It's coming in upcoming classes, right?
It comes in upcoming classes. We'll do that. So see, this is going to be our what we can say. This is going to be our data. Whatever the data is going to be there. Simple. I done a drag and drop option. See there. I'm going to be just showing you like how we are going to be same. Plots are going to be same. It's going to be everything is going to be the same. These are going to be the bar charts what I created. Same bar chart I can also create here now. Just only the look and feel appearance is different, but remaining everything is going to be same. This is Tableau. So if you can see, this is going to be the color is going to be here. The price is going to be here. And this is going to be the sum of the price what we have been got taken here. These are what we call it as stacked bar chart. Same bars we can create it here now. This is going to be what we can call it as stacked column charts. Same plot, same application, get the data and we can do that. So difference will not be there. Only thing is how we are creating is going to be different. Same data set I'm showing you, which is going to be the data set called as an used cars data set. And it is going to be nothing but just it will load the data. Let me show you once. Load the data. So same report I'll generate it. The same report as it is I'm going to generate it. So what is on x-axis here? It is going to be x-axis is going to be color. The y-axis is going to be nothing but what is going to be the price what we can have it here now. Simple. So just what we did is we didn't take in anything. Just what is a color and what is going to be the sum of the prices. And this is going to be the model of the cars, right? So see there, I'm also generating the same report as it is. Color is going to be on the x-axis. Y-axis is going to be the sum of the price. And the model is going to be on the, which is going to be on the legend. Same report, same application as it is. Just it is data is in a sorted order. Here the data was not in the sorted order. Same thing, same application as it is. No difference at all. See the black color. There are three models are there. Black color SES, black color SEL, black color SC. Same thing we are going to be getting the applications. The way the projecting is different, but visualization is the same visualizations. Okay. So very easy. Tableau is also very easy, but only thing is it's a premium one. You cannot utilize all the features. There is going to be a public edition will be there. You have to work with the public edition if you want to use it free of cost. With a limited functionality, only it will work. That's it. That is the only problem with the Tableau. Otherwise, everything is good. Whether you can work with Power BI or whether you work with this one, anything is going to be the applications. Okay.
Sir,
So that is the one
sir,
what we
one
can see.
doubt.
Yes,
There
yeah.
is one doubt.
Mhm.
As you said, all global companies are use Tableau instead of Power BI.
Yes, yes.
So there is no more difference in Power BI or Tableau. So why they use Tableau as a
Tableau is going to be little bit, see, it's a, see, you can say that it's going to be like a difference between a normal, a car which is of 10 lakhs, a car which is going to be of which is going to be 50 lakhs. Both of them are cars. What is the difference? Tell me what is the difference between a car which is of 10 lakhs and car which is of 50 lakhs or a 2 crores? What is the difference?
there are more features in
Yeah, absolutely. Security, if you can say luxury, what are the premium features? All these are going to be different. Same as it is, Tableau is like a premium edition it is going to be. So it is a little bit global level. See, the companies, see, whenever we talk about these multinational companies, they want to show some difference between a normal company and that particular company. That's why what they will do. So even as part of their infrastructure also, they want to show everything different. So that's why everything they want to use some premium features, premium products they want to use, so that they are going to be having their particular, they want to maintain their particular brand. So that is the reason why Tableau is going to be a little bit global level it is going to be. So the MNC companies are going to be uses that particular Tableau. So a little bit security features are more, premium features will be there. There is some advantages with that. Coming to here, it's a little bit low cost. We may not get that much premium features, but up to basic level, they can work with that. So according to the company standard, every small company cannot buy the licensing for the Tableau. So for that, they have been got up. That's why Microsoft is having multiple levels. Free is there, pro is there, premium is there. Buy it according to your requirement. So features are premium. That's why global level, Power BI, so Tableau is going to be better it is used. But when you see the country like India, so we are going to be using the Power BI is going to be mostly it was used.
but we
So,
can achieve
what
reports
about
like Tableau by
Yes,
using Power
absolutely.
BI.
If you can develop
But
it,
that
you can.
level of means
So you have seen, no? So this one, you compare this report. See, just an example. You compare this report with the Tableau. I think I have closed it. You have observed the report, right? So it is
yes,
having a good look and feel features are there. Compare with this particular one, right? You can change
yes.
it, but that is going to be having a best premium features, and this is going to be having a less premium features.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine,
Okay.
right?
what about
Yes.
the data? Can Power BI hold, billions of data, or does it have any limit in the data?
They can handle the data, but depending on the account you are using, that storage will changes. So depending on if you are using a premium edition, we have a lot of storage will be there. If you are using the if you're using a pro edition, you are going to be having a limit is there. If you want to work with the free version, only 1 GB space will be given. So depending on the whatever the product you are using, it will be changes based on the particular applications. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Surya will have the sessions both morning and evening will be there. So this batch will be evening. So morning batch will start in a soon. It is going to start once this batch is completed. That means once this batch is we have closed this batch. After that, morning batches or evening batches. Like that, parallelly, we are going to have the batches basically.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Most of my friends suggested me like Power BI with cloud is best to get a better job. What about that, sir?
One second. Can you repeat it? Can you make it a little bit loud?
Yeah, cloud.
Okay. Power BI or
Power BI with cloud,
Hmm.
like Azure or
It's
any.
not, it does not makes that much added advantage. I recommend to say that better to learn Power BI and better to learn like SQL in a better way. That means more and more better if you learn it. And if you can have a little bit idea about Python, that is going to be better instead of going for Azure and all these things. that does not make that much difference. If Azure is not that much utilized along with the Power BI, maybe used, but not that much usage will not be there. It does not make any that much difference with that.
Okay, Power BI service is enough for you.
Power BI services, better to learn SQL or something like little bits of Python, some kind of at least basics of Tableau. Something if we can explore a little bit more and more, that will be more advantage instead of learning about Power, instead of learning something like Azure or something like that.
Oh, okay. Have Tableau knowledge, have.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Anybody else, guys? Okay.
Sir,
yeah. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, will we expect the data comparison data from different databases to
Yes.
Tableau?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
The
It will
Power
be there.
BI desktop, we compare the data in the upcoming sessions, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Will we expect in the upcoming sessions? Right?
Yeah. Sure. In everything within one day, you can't do everything, right? So today introduction is what is Power BI, like why do you learn Power BI, what you can do with the Power BI. So in tomorrow's class, like what are the different tools are there, how to download, how to install the software, and even some people are asking, can you show Python, how to develop the visualization using Python? I'll show you that one also, so that you can get a difference between what is difference between like how to do it by using command based, how to do it by using GUI based. That also we are going to do that. Yes, absolutely. We can expect it, but we don't want to spend more time because that is not necessary for everyone, right? Everyone may not be an expert in Python. So we'll see that. And one more thing is also using the Power BI, you can develop a report by using R. We can develop a report by using Python. See there is a R visual is there, R script visual is there, Power BI visual is there, Python visual is there. I can create a visual by using Python. So Power BI is also having an integration with the Python and R. So that's why basics, not too much level. We don't go deep into them, but basic level of Python, we are going to use it. If you're expert in Python, then you can utilize it. You can integrate a little bit more and more. You can integrate it.
Can you know what R? I'm sorry, I'm
Yes,
not.
yeah. Once again, what is
R?
R is a language basically mostly used by statisticians and mathematicians, which generally we use it mostly in our data science related projects. It's a statistical computing language, mostly used by maths and stats people.
Okay.
Fine. Most of people didn't hear about the R language. It's also one popular language compared with the Python. One of the competitor for Python in with respect to the data science, data analytics they uses. Okay, fine. It's almost all 10:50, guys. It's when almost all 10:50. We'll do one thing. If I have any, if you still may have any more questions are there, so I'll take up it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll connect at same time 9:30 with the same link. Tomorrow class will not be there that much. I'll end it by 9:20 or something, 10:20 or something. And the remaining 10-15 minutes, I'll take up the questions from you. Okay. So thanks for today, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time and at the same link, guys. Thanks all of you guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Guys. Yeah, thank you all of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.